Welcome back to Kobolds! Woo!
Yeah.
Kobolds
Yeah.
and Kitara, number
Pillage.
8.
8. What he numbered? That number. That apple. Number 8! Woo! We're a bunch of casual kobolds having a casual kobold. If you've come for casual kobolds, you found kobolds.
Yay.
This game is, unlike the Wednesday game, actually quite serious. It's
Yeah,
sad. It sucks. If you've come here for a fun game, leave.
It's lighthearted.
Leave. It's
Leave.
not
Yeah.
lighthearted.
Trigger warnings.
Life
all
is
around.
hard.
Trigger warnings
tragic.
everywhere. This is not a place you want to come to if you're not in a good mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, recap. What happened last week, West?
Oh, last week, we went to a place, and then death happened, and then we lost a member and gained a member at the same time.
And I got an umbrella.
And I got a pokey stick.
Last week they
And I
descended.
had changed characters.
Yeah. Last week they descended back down into Gorgage, the Dwarven mountain of which has a dwarven settlement. Wow. Of which they decided to this time raid the other noble house with a boulet outside.
Yeah, the boulet's butt.
Dead.
It's a big butt.
Yes. They attack the boulet, knock out the boulet, invade the house that had the boulet, and then the boulet did boulet thing, and boulet went. Oh.
It goes nom nom, and then I carry the nom nom, and then nom nom dead, and we sad.
Yes.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, and we
I
leveled
killed
up.
a child.
And they leveled up. I didn't really say that last week, but they did level up.
Yep.
I feel like we
You
should,
see?
for this game
Yeah.
specifically, never say when you guys specifically level up. Like, don't tell them when you level up, so it's just seamless. It's
Oh,
just like
okay.
it's just like, I mean, yeah, I think we'll start doing that.
Or no, we could tell them we leveled up. We just don't tell them what level we are.
I mean, they could probably guess now.
Oh, yeah, they could guess, but they won't know.
Wait, what level are you?
Yes.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
I know. I finished leveling my character up yesterday because I was like, oh, I have to get things ready. Do the avatar stuff. Mess up and break the avatars.
Mess up and
Then
break the
fix them
avatars.
last minute.
Change the name of this character because I got it now.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah, they've been renamed from Egg. Oh, remember the good old days when people's eyes wouldn't show and certain and nameplates wouldn't pop up all because I had a green screen on.
Yay! And I chose green as the color because it stands out the best against the background of this world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just realized I don't think Sophie's name is in the same font as everyone else.
Oh.
Sophie
Why did
has
you
the
have to
less
point that
triggering
out?
font.
It's also a different shade.
Yep.
Is it?
It's slightly darker.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, but it fits.
And you know what else is funny is I did not color pick these the same color. I just guessed like this looks about the same for every single one of these that are next to
All
each
of them
other.
different.
Technically, they're all probably slightly different shade of green. I can see kids actually lighter
Yeah.
than everybody.
Oh yeah.
But since they all look about the same at a glance, I think I did a good job going, yeah, that looks about right. I'm probably not colorblind.
Hey, what color is this? Yes.
It's yeah, that's my favorite color, yes.
Yes, yes.
And this one's
Anywho.
maybe,
It's maybe.
and that's hell nah.
That's hell no.
Oh hell no.
Oh, hell no.
We saved a maid kobold. Kobold dead now.
As we zone back into the quite sad scene,
Kid.
it is currently night, or it is currently night in the sky. Stars coming into view, a single one passing by, a shooting star. Make a wish, why don't you? Maybe it'll come true.
Nah.
So we sit
yeah.
in the now very damp tunnel. Small streams of water trickling down, making it as if a small river. Funneling its way slowly down towards Gurgage. Can't help but have a heavy heart.
Both in character and out of character. Big sniffle.
As last time we took off from Gurgage, we sadly lost one of us. But yet we gained another. Where one ally falls, maybe this is this place for another to grow and become. As we are brought back to the sad scene of the group around the still body of
Rolla.
Yes, I forgot the name. Yes, it's been 2 weeks. No, I'm not sorry.
I don't blame you if there's too many names here and there's not a Rolla with a nameplate. That's the whole reason I have these nameplates on these. It's because I know it's going to be too hard to remember and keep track of them all.
Kobolds like Kitara, sponsored by Joe.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. We should probably put a link to your... I want to talk to you after. We could probably put a... Don't you have like a page or something? We should put a link to that in
I
the
do have a
description.
page, the Sketchfab, where I have the most basic version of this kobold. Although I'm probably going to lower the price on that basic version and put a upgraded version that is worth something, that has most of the customizable gear options. However, there's 1 or 2 gear options I haven't finished yet. Like, they're supposed to have shape keys, so that way when you customize your face, the helmet still fits your face no matter what.
Well, yeah. We should
I haven't done that.
We should probably talk about putting your Sketchfab in the description of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that, yeah.
Yep.
Send that to me and we'll
Noted.
do that. Anyway. Remember, we're not really we're casual. This ain't no crit roll. All right. We are around the body of Rolla. It is no longer damaged thanks to the healing water, but it is still cold and void of life. They look quite peaceful, as if they just merely nodded off to sleep.
Nonetheless, Peb is still covered in Rolla's blood from when he carried him up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're not sure if that's coming out.
You think it stains?
It probably will stain a bit. We'll be able to wash out some of the vibrantness of it, but it's still gonna stain.
At the very least, my feathers will shed.
It won't. It'll maybe will stain your feathers a little bit, but you can wash that much out.
Okay. I can breathe. For a second.
For a second. One nostril completely blocked the other.
Yep. Anyway.
As Orker slowly walks towards Rolla holding their shovel. Hey, look at you.
Uh, I'm gonna decide if Peb's going to be very upset. Yeah, Peb's going to allow is not going to be too upset. He's gonna step aside, sniffling.
As the burial rite is started. I'm not going to describe this vivid scene because at that point, that's just brutal. As the burial rite goes,
We're also going to
goes.
take what's left of Rola's belongings because nothing we don't want it to go to
You
waste.
don't leave anything
So
behind as a kobold.
yeah, the purse and I think
His
Rola's still
backpack.
yeah backpack.
And
He
brings you
doesn't he left his knife behind,
yeah, knives.
He
You
left his
leave the
knife behind, but you guys
rings.
got a new knife.
and we have an empty water skin now.
As Rolla is as fucked up as it is to say, chopped up. It is. It
Yeah.
is. Rolla is taken apart so that their body may easily be incorporated to the ground, of which once you came and to which you will return to.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Is it tradition to remove the silver rings, or are they buried with the body?
They are buried with the body.
Okay.
Mm, no, they're not. You keep the silver rings because you pass them on to descendants.
Okay.
So you do take Rolla's silver rings.
Okay.
And for the time being, you add them to your horns
Okay.
until you can give them to a next descendant.
Next of kin.
Next of kin, next to descendant.
Although it's I'd say our little kinship is the closest to next of kin at this time.
Yeah. Debatably.
Yeah.
You can always give it back to the tribe so they can give it to the next kinship to be.
Yep.
Okay. As Rolla is buried in the night, using the storm outside to aid the stealth of this burial, who would like to say a few words before Okur covers up the
Body.
body? Yeah,
We don't need to describe it any further.
we don't need it. We as Okur is about to completely cover the body.
I guess I will step forward. We are gathered to lay to rest one of our own. We will remember Rhoda as a good member of this group, and hopefully, we can use what he has left behind to aid us in this challenge. Rest well.
If no one has any more they would like to say, Rolla is covered.
Peb's going to after Rolla is covered, Peb's gonna fall down to his knees and cry a little bit and say he's sorry. He very much blames himself.
Now you stand a bit inside of the shelter, just out from the rain as you watch this burial. A group of kobolds of your own people, who came out of nowhere to do something, ending up taking you from where once you had bindings. Now you have freedom, but it seems that sadly the freedom did come at a price.
she's just gonna stand there on the side quietly,
And
trying to hold back sobs.
slowly, one by one, returns the group.
What does Sophie do?
Sophie takes one of the feathers from the Yolkwell. Or no, she takes a feather from the mask at the top of the mask. She plucks a single feather, and she kind of puts it into the loose dirt.
It's planted.
Bomb has been planted. Counter-terrorist win. All
I don't think we're the counter terrorists.
right. Terrorist win.
Yep.
I mean, you left some bodies behind. You killed a pet.
Yeah.
Kill the pet. And
You
we return.
kidnapped, saved,
Save napped.
saved napped.
Save nap. Trademark. Save nap. And we return to the warmth and we return to the confine of Gorgash. As you are back to that little hidey hole you made that does have a little bit of leftover, now dried vigor. What are we doing?
Peb is going to continue to mope. However, I think Zoru would do something if he were here in person. He'd start interrogating the new kobold to find out what information that to see what we got for our sacrifice.
I don't know how to play Zoru's Kobold, so sure. Sam, you do it.
Wait, what do you need me to do?
Go interrogate the new person.
Yep. Basically be a little bit condescending. Just a little bit. Little bit condescending.
Tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Then I guess I will take the new kobold off to the side and start trying to find information from them.
Alright, Sam. Not Zoru.
Oh,
Zoru is staying, I will say, will stay in the cove a little bit.
oh, where exactly did you come from?
I come from kitara.
How did you get down here then?
Me and my kinship, we were out getting supplies, and then she kneels down, starts to cry a bit. Then we got captured. She covers her eyes as she starts to cry,
Right, but
sobbing uncontrollably.
if you're from Kaitara, how did you get down here?
I was taken to one of these things that fly like bird.
You had a giant bird?
It was made of wood.
A giant wooden bird?
Oh,
The-
alright.
the-
I've never heard of such a thing. Do you know where
well, it doesn't
this
look
thing
exactly
is?
like a bird, but that's how I think best described.
Do you know where the bird roosts?
Many places, but I do know one place where we can probably find one.
we need to get back to Kaitara. We accepted a challenge. Well, not really accepted for most of us, more so forced due to our kinship. But we need to get back up to Kaitara. So if you are telling the truth with what you know about this giant flying wooden bird, we could use your help to get back there.
All right.
Sam, roll history and roll perception.
History and perception, okay.
History, perception.
So that's a 7 and a 14.
You have no idea why a kobold would be down in this dwarven settlement, or how kobolds would even other kobolds from Kaitara would get here. You see that their horns are cut and missing the silver band. You see that they are missing claws. That would go where you have your claws. They are missing claws. And you also see, as they speak, their teeth are actually a bit more on the dulled side.
Why exactly were you in that building?
After me and my kinship, as me and my kinship were trying to get supplies for our tribe, we got captured.
What is?
They Rufus.
What?
I'd rather not talk about things I saw.
So you're saying that the creatures down there attacked you after they saw you?
There are elves, humans, orcs.
How exactly did you escape?
Didn't.
Or any other members of your kinship back down in that city?
Not that you know.
All of them are dead.
So they were all killed and you were spared for some reason.
You don't exactly know their life status, but it is probably best to assume dead.
You see, the only reason I question your line of story is because as kobolds on Kaitara have the silver bands on their horns, I point up to my horns, and your horns quite clearly do not have those. Um, so it's safe to assume that either you don't have them and you are trying to infiltrate us, or something happened to them. Can I make a quick check to see if I have the insight to know possibly why they're taken off?
That's what the history was for.
Okay.
You can roll insight if you want to try to tell what did it.
Okay, then I'll do that. That's a 21.
Okay. It was done mechanically. It is smoothed out. Your horns have nerves in them. They do. Not many, but there is a small bit of nerve in there. The horns were cut with what you think might have been a saw and then sandpapered to become smooth.
Okay. So I'm guessing that they trimmed your horns to take off uh, those bands. Would I be correct in assuming that?
Yes.
All right. So what exactly are you looking for at this point? If your kinship is all presumably perished, and you are the only one left of them, are you looking to also make your way back to Kaitara, or are you just trying to survive?
Before you rescue me, I was trying to do my best to survive and trying to live my life. But now, I think since you freed me, I'll help you get back to Kaita.
All right.
I want to go back home.
When we get back, we can talk with the elder to see what he can do to help you out in your situation. I will then walk back to the rest of the group and just report what I've learned.
Pep, do you want to roll history? See if you can figure out why any reason this would happen to a kobold.
Okay, let's see what bonuses I get to that. Or negatives, I don't know.
Hmm.
I get +1 to that, so that's a 17.
One short.
Darn.
You know that kobolds are. Some kobolds, instead of being killed, are taken by Kitarians. Of with what they do with these captured kobolds, you're unsure, but
Well, at least we see what happened to one.
you've seen you know of some things happening to kobolds, like them being strung up in the third ring to be shown off as examples, or taken onto ships, of which where they go, you're not sure.
Hmm.
But usually it's a very specific. All types are taken onto ships. However, certain ones of you that may be missing limbs or something like that usually don't fit the bill to be taken onto these ships. But it does happen sometimes.
Well, I'm Peb's going to regain a little bit of his composure, stop crying and sniffling, and we still need supplies. We're not gonna last long on that last meal. I don't think it's safe to go back to the dwarven, to the bearded gnome settlement. I suppose we have to venture outside.
Uh, they told me of a giant wooden bird that they rode down here. Possibly we should head in that direction, as the giant ground ladder did not pan out anything of great use to us. We can hopefully get onto this bird and get back to Kaitara.
I think Sus is the most suited to find the bird.
Do I overhear them talking about their plan?
Probably. It's not
Yeah.
like it's a quiet space. It's like echoing. pretty
Yeah.
much in here.
Sus can
I-
probably find the bird more
I-
safely than the rest of us. He should perhaps
I'm
go
gonna
by
walk over
himself.
to them.
Right, the glass
walk over
kobold
to
walks
them.
up to you, Pep.
Uh, I know a good way to get there.
You do?
Underground, the master called them trains. Large metal boxes that go on this kind of ladder-looking thing with iron.
Huh. I think we found a ladder-like thing outside. It was this giant ladder with metal and wood.
Yes,
Mm.
The one you know is made of metal and stone, but wood could be an equal alternative.
except
Hmm.
it's not wood, it's stone, and this, but I guess will work. But they use this train, call it, to traverse to a different city underground.
Strange word of common descent.
Mm. I'm thinking we should split up into 3 groups. We're going to have a group that goes outside to look for food, a group that that'll stay here and hold down the fort in our little cove, possibly expand it. But I think it's more important they conserve their energy. And a group which is just sus.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell Sus that he should probably, since he's the most stealthy and by himself, he's got the best chance of not being noticed,
Okay.
to be extremely cautious and take an alternate path to the settlement and meet back at the meet back at the our little cove by daybreak.
Okay. Sus disappears.
And so I'm gonna think Kid, Spork, and Occur should stay and hold down the fort.
Okay.
Sophie can do what Sophie wants, whichever group she follows. And Zoru,
Sophie follows
the
the
newbie,
group.
and Sam, and me, I'll go out
Okay.
to search for food outside.
Then Sophie will follow you.
Okay.
Are you just gonna give me no weapon?
Yeah.
What?
You
You'll
haven't asked for one yet,
Yeah, true.
and we don't even know what your skills are yet.
You don't even. You barely know what your skills are. You just know
I
that
better.
you were a. Uh, you were a shrine keeper. That's what your job is. You're a shrine keeper.
Okay.
I as
So
they say like the teams, I'm gonna be like, mind if I pass?
uh, speak up.
Oh, punch my mic. Nice.
Yeah,
Good job.
she's gonna ask, um, mind if I have something to protect myself with?
We've got some rocks. Pick up a rock.
I will hand the pokey stick that I found in the house.
Pokey stick. Okay.
The fire pokey stick.
I remember. You can add a. What are the actual names of those sticks?
Fire poker.
Are they really
Pokey
just called
stick, yeah.
fire pokers?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
As somebody who has seen many blacksmith videos, that's what all the blacksmiths who forge them call them.
Add a rapier to your inventory and rename it a fire poker.
All right.
I think of fire poker's actually significantly heavier than a real rapier, though.
Well, would it be a pike?
Pikes are really long. Pikes are like, although I think of a pike as short, an actual pike is like a spear on steroids in length.
Mm.
So it'd be a spear or a javelin.
Or a Yaliqua. You think Yaliqua would fit it?
Or we call it a bladed club.
Oh, bladed club. Yeah, it's a club that does piercing damage.
Okay.
Yes.
So at a club.
Yeah, add a club. It's a club that can also do piercing damage.
Anywho. So we all emerge out into, is it daylight or night outside?
Nightlight.
Okay. To the moonlight. Did we go about the same hole we came in from? I assume we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go out through the water system.
Okay.
These are the bigger holes in the honeycomb of this mountain.
Okay, so what do... I don't remember what the landscape was like out there.
So Gorgage is a mountain that is also a volcano that has honeycomb all around at its base, bigger spots, and then smaller ones all over. And then nearby there is a small lake, and it's mostly grassland.
Hey, is there any small thickets or woodland at all
No,
in sight?
it's mostly in sight. Hold on, Hijack pulls up the map. No. There is a swampland in sight.
Does it have bushes?
It's got a swamp. It's not a lot of foliage. It mostly has shrub and stuff. Towards
Shrubs
the
pretty big to us.
yeah, it's towards the east. Towards the east, there's swampland. Towards the north, it's more like a what's the word? Savannah? No, savannah's too dry. It's a grassy terrain, but not like a dry grassy terrain. A plain? Plains? Go.
Prairie?
Prairie. Prairie? Is it a prairie?
Prairie.
Maybe?
Possibly.
Possibly. Hold on. Hijack, look up.
Or maybe even highlands could technically be an accurate name.
It's a grassland.
It's a land with grass.
Land with grass.
Nice.
Grassland.
Well, I'm gonna turn to Sam and say, "You
It's-
have big heads, so you should
it's
tell us
It's literally
where do
called
you
a
think's the
grassland.
best."
I just want to say this.
Yes.
It's
Where
the
do we most likely to find food?
Um,
We need to
well,
make sure we get enough for Kid and Spork
that
and
completely
Okar.
depends. As of right now, the greatest guarantee for food is back down in that city.
It's too
I would not
dangerous.
I would not recommend going back down there. But for hunting, the area and terrain over here, I am not familiar with, and I do not know which animals live in this area and which plants are all harvestable and which ones
Who did you bring
are
with you,
not.
Pep?
I brought Zoru.
Zoru points at the
The-
lake.
Okay. Yeah, Zoru and Sophie are the only, or Zoru's the only current temporary NPC with us. So it's just
Sophie's with
Zorus, yeah, and Sophie.
you.
Sophie's
don't.
not a player. She's
Sophie knows cows go moo.
yes. So I think we're gonna listen to Zoru. We're gonna go towards the water.
Listening to the hunter. That sounds smart.
Yep.
As y'all head to the water, Zoru starts speaking to Sophie. Sam, you can only make out the word dirt.
Dirt.
You watch as Sophie starts stabbing the ground.
Can I roll a quick insight to see if I can realize that she's trying to find worms?
Or bugs.
Insight is +6, I believe. Yeah, +6. So that's a 17.
She's digging.
She's just digging.
She's digging for probably worms and different types of grub.
Am I able to put 2 to 2 together to figure out that they want to go fishing?
What's fishing?
Fishy.
We have fish, right?
No.
No fish. Okay.
The fishing you guys do is in the fish market.
Yeah, we steal from the fish market.
Fair enough.
So we know what a fish is. We just don't know where they come from.
They're just meat sources that are spawned by the other beings of the universe.
Yep. Okay. Well, I am gonna do an investigation of nearby flippable rocks.
Okay. Roll investigation.
I get
Advantage.
yeah. I get advantage on every investigation roll. Such as my abilities things. So 14 and investigation +3. So that's gonna be
You flip over a river rock.
17.
You flip over a river rock. You see something familiar. You've seen these in the market. They're apparently very, very valuable to the elf kind. They call it lobster. But the one you find
Wouldn't
is
it be a crayfish?
it is a crayfish, yeah, but it's extremely tiny. The ones you see in Kitara are very big.
I'm gonna quickly try to grab it.
Yeah, you grab the crayfish.
I'll toss it in my mouth and chew it up.
It pinches your tongue.
I chew it harder.
You eat raw crayfish.
Hmm.
If you were
Do I think it tastes good? I assume I think it does.
as a kobold, yeah, sure. You'll
Okay.
eat paper for all you care.
I found something edible. Flip the rocks. There's tiny lobsters. They're nice and crunchy. I'm gonna start flipping more rocks to see if I can find more.
Roll investigation.
I will join
Yeah,
them
I'm
in
gonna
flipping
flip some rocks as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Investigation.
21.
That's
okay.
5, 7. That's a 12.
So I find more crayfish.
Okay. So you got a 12, Sam?
Yes.
I got 15.
Okay. So so you got 20 what, Pep?
21.
21. Okay. So DC was 15, and for every 5 over it, you get to add an additional D4. So that's one additional D4. So Pep get 2D4 crawfish, and Nas get 1D4 crawfish.
I got 6 crawfish. Woo. And I'm gonna start putting crayfish in my purse.
That's enough.
I got
to feed,
4.
That's enough to feed maybe 2 people, 3 crawfish per person. 8. 8. The holy 8. Ah! Okay. As Sophie pulls out this grub, a few worms. This large, thick, white grub. with a exoskeleton like skull and these small pincers.
Hmm. That stuff looks like it might be tasty. To a kobold.
To a kobold, oh definitely. You guys don't have any strings, huh?
Oh, wait, I have random bits of fabric left over from tearing stuff up, but I don't think I have any real string.
No, you don't have any like rope or string or twine.
No, but can I try to make a snare using a gold necklace and a metal spring? It would have to be a smaller snare, but should still be big enough to catch small rodents and
I'll
whatnot.
say yes, but I want to know how you want to try to make this.
Okay.
I'll say you can
So-
roll period, but depending on how you describe making it, depends if you get advantage or not.
I think we do have some sinew, and I don't remember how much and who has it,
You.
which is more or less string.
You and maybe about 10 feet. No, definitely not 10 feet. What am I thinking? 10 inches.
Okay.
Got my
I'm-
measurements wrong.
I'm gonna make a quick roll because I'm not a hunter. I'm just the guy who makes stuff to see if I can actually figure out how to properly make one.
You've made stuff like this for hunters.
Okay, then you take you take the string or the chain in this case, and you fashion it into a slip knot.
Yeah.
You then put it on the ground and attach it to a rope with the rope being bent over with tension from a second rope pulling it back.
Oh, that one.
When
Okay.
yeah, that kind of snare.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then as soon as something hits over, it snaps, flips, and then grabs.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to investigate, look for something else.
Okay, you can try to investigate something else, Pep. And Sam, I will say roll your tinkering with advantage.
And then what's the addition?
For you, as an artificer, you already would add proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
And because you're proficient in Tinker Tool, you would add it again.
Okay, so just proficiency times 2.
Proficiency
So
times
it's
2.
22.
22. I don't
This
know.
is why I need advantage on rolls.
Technically,
But anyway,
have to come back later to actually check the efficiency of the trap, but yes.
okay, I got a 21 again, and I'm looking to see if I could find any branches or sticks that are of decent length, or any bushes or shrubs that might be nearby,
I'll say yes.
or even driftwood for that matter,
There's
if
driftwood.
it's not too rotten.
Definitely. There's driftwood, so you can add some driftwood to your.
I just
your
want a nice
clothing
stick
driftwood.
about as tall as I am.
You get one that's maybe about half a foot taller than you. It's
Sweet, I'm gonna tie my knife to it.
Okay.
Improvise spear.
It's a stick from a tree that has been struck by lightning.
Hmm.
And you can actually see the tree that is completely stripped of its bark, and it's got this snap a little bit down it across the kind of off towards the northern side of the river. And you also see moss you see there is a yellowish moss growing on the base of the tree.
Okay.
You also see that there are fish inside the river.
Ooh, all the more reason to have a spear. So, should I roll for tinkering to attach my knife to my new stick to make a spear and see how sturdy it is?
Yes.
Using up my sinew. Oof.
It's on.
Okay.
It's on.
Yes.
You're pretty sure it's pretty fine.
Yeah, of course it is.
In all the times that you've never done this, or in all the times that you've only done this twice, it's perfectly fine.
Seems sturdy.
Seems sturdy.
10 inches totally enough material.
It should be. As you tie it on to this very... And now, it's not like a straight branch. It's one of those, like, really curvy branches.
Oh, I wanted a straight branch.
It, it's one... It's straight in the way that it's kind of curvy and just fucky. Like,
Okay.
it's one of the... It's not like one of the WAP branches. It's kind of like the WAP... Nah, I did too much. Kind of the... Kind?
Looks like a wizard staff.
Looks like a wizard staff.
Great. Great.
Looks like a wizard staff.
Time to attempt to stab fish.
As soon as you hop into the water, the fish immediately evacuate from your immediate spot. I'll say roll to hit with disadvantage.
That's better than I was expecting. So it's a 9. I don't think I'm proficient with a spear. A spear is not a simple weapon, is it?
I think it is.
I think it might be considered a martial
I
weapon.
think it's versatile. It is versatile.
So I would have a proficiency with it then?
Wait. Simple.
Okay, so it is a simple weapon. So
It
I
is a simple
do have proficiency with it.
Yes. Indeed.
Okay, what is my proficiency bonus again?
3? 2?
Yeah, I think it's 3. So 3 plus 9, 11. I don't know if I get to add any of my dexterity or strength to that.
I'll
the
say
hit.
not this case. When you start
Okay.
using your spear, yes. Right now, you're a bit
Okay.
clunky with it.
Okay. So, does the 11 miss? I assume yes. The real question is, does the spear break?
You do manage to spear a single fish that seems to be a type of bottom-feeding fish.
Oh, those are usually big.
Yeah, you stab this fish, and it's this black fish that has these outward side fins and a tail fin, and then you see on its head on the bottom it has this suction cup like thing.
Hmm.
It's a very flat fish.
I guess I'm gonna try to pull it out of the water and try to pop it into my purse.
Yep.
So I got 6 crayfish and a bottom feeder.
I will send you an image of the type of fish. It is
It said
it's a bit spiny, but it's pretty colorful.
okay, come on.
Or at least, well, color. I guess colorful still would be a hard word for this. It's got polka dots. I'll just send an image. Hold on. It's polka dotty. Oh wait, right. Hold on.
Has Zoru managed any bow fishing?
I was about to get to that, but yeah, that type of fish, but big, maybe about a foot long. I know the name of the fish. I just don't want to say the name of the fish.
I know the name of the fish too.
All
My dad can't keep them alive.
right. They're surprisingly hardy creatures.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, there's something wrong with that tank that he was using. Any fish he put into it would die really quickly.
For those who want to know, it is a pleco.
Yeah.
Zoru...
Plecossimus.
Plecossimus.
Yep.
Is that its actual
Pleco is the nickname.
fun? That just
Yep.
sounds pretentious.
Yep, it is. And it's going to be
Because-
food.
Yay!
Zoru manages to get 2, 4,
I'm going to assume that Sam has Rola's
5,
backpack.
6, 7. Wow.
That would make sense.
7 and okay. 7.5 fish.
Nice.
That's a good amount of fish.
Honestly, yeah. Seven and a half fish.
So he got a half of a fish.
Yeah, it's interesting. The fish he shot, it looks like it has a bite out of half of it towards its tail.
Oh, I have seen fish that are alive and they're like that. Fish are weird. Okay, so now where are we gonna carry all these fish? I know Zoru's got a backpack. Sam has a
I
backpack
do also
now.
want to mention it doesn't look like a screecher bite. It doesn't look like a tear bite. It looks like an actual chomp. And hold on, let me brain.
I'm gonna assume
It's
another
fresh.
fish did it.
It's fresh.
Oh,
Maybe a few
Okay.
minutes.
so it's still bleeding.
Yes. It's still
I'm just gonna turn to Sam and Zoru if I notice, or do I even notice it because Zoru's dealing with it? So
if you meet back up with Zoru after you bring your fish out, yes.
yes,
You can, of course,
Okay.
confront Zoru for maybe taking a bite of this fish.
yes, Zoru, why'd you take a bite? Were you making sure it was safe?
He's like, I
Good
found
thinking.
it like this.
What? Sam, did you bite a fish?
Not last I remember.
You, glass kobold. Did you bite the fish?
Wow.
No, I have not.
So
Do you
Sophie?
want to?
Mhm.
Sophie, what?
Figures.
Figures.
Sophie has succeeded in something again. Critical success. Okay.
It's the power of RNGesus.
2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5. 4.
I'm
5, 6, 7,
thinking
8, 9, 10, 11.
we need to be more cautious. Something in this water likes to bite.
Sophie
I'd
has
rather
found
us keep our
11 large
toes.
grubs.
Can I roll to see if I can piece together that we can use the fish to get the fish that ate the fish, possibly?
Roll nature with disadvantage.
8 and... Oh, actually, I get advantage on nature.
So that's just a flat roll then.
Yeah. Well, plus my... I'm just gonna roll 1 and then add my modifier. It was 13 and 5. So 18.
Yeah, you know the concept of fishing. You know the
Oh.
concept of using some sort of bait to some sort of base.
I wouldn't even
bait.
say it's a fishing concept. It's a basic hunting and trapping concept.
Wouldn't that just be the? Is fishing specifically for fish or?
Yeah.
Is it? All right.
Well, technically you can fish for other kinds of water things, but it's usually for
Is
fish.
it directly water based? Could you
Yeah.
fish for a dog?
That wouldn't work well, no.
I mean, if you put a chunk of meat on a lure, threw it out onto the street, and just like kind of that, You know that whole dollar on a fishing line thing.
I think they'd only call it fishing because of the act of using of a fishing rod. If you were just throwing out the meat on a hook with holding a string, I don't think people would call it fishing.
Well, what if you're using a
They
fishing
just call it
rod?
luring.
All right. Yeah, you know the thought about luring, to using certain types of stringed meat or sticked meat or just lines of meat of sort to attract guard dog or different type of animal that end up on Kaitara, like birds, to club the absolute living shit out of them.
Okay. Then I will turn to Peb after he showed me the half-eaten fish. Um, we could technically throw that back in the water and hope that whatever other creature in there bit this animal, as we can tell it would be bigger than this and thus have more nutrients for us.
Mm.
We could hope it comes to get this, and then when it does, we beat the shit out of it.
But how do we. How do? It's just going to eat it and swim away.
We put it near the edge of the water. We stand back and watch, and
But
as
the
soon as it comes, we hit it. I think that is the best option, and then if the creature chooses not to come, we can still eat the fish that we're using to try to catch this other bigger thing.
You do know if it's
seems
a sort of
reasonable.
you do know if it is a sort of deep water dweller, it might not come up that far to the surface.
Yeah, that's why I said that if it doesn't decide to come, we can just eat the other fish there.
All right, fair.
Hmm. I'm just gonna kind of take inventory of all the fish we have. I do know how much we have and stuff. Go. I think we've gathered enough that we can. We should have a little meal here ourselves. I know Sophie is actually an elf. I know they like to cook their food before they eat it.
She's a kobold now.
Yeah, she's a kobold.
What are you? I actually should probably ask. What are you currently doing right now, Nas? Son?
What?
What type of what are you doing during this time?
I'm just. What I'm doing is I'm just keep on looking under the rocks for the thing.
Crawfish?
Yeah.
Roll investigation.
Ooh, okay. That's well. Actually, no. Investigation. That's plus 110.
You come across a rock in the middle. It's kind of deeper in the water. Um. Yeah, you see a rock a bit deeper in this water. Now, this water is really weird. I just want to specify. Mm, so it does have seaweed in it. It is a salt type water. It's not fresh water. Not sure why there's salt water out here. Yet it has freshwater fish. You don't know that fish specifically differ between bodies of water, but if you did, you know that would be weird.
Yes.
Yes. Anywho, Nas, you go to flip another rock, but as you grab it, it's a bit more heavy and larger and smoother.
Hmm.
Is it a mud crab or a turtle?
And larger.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look at them like, help!
You guys hear the glass kobold, whose name you don't know, just call
Yep.
over for a little bit of help.
I'm just gonna go, wait. They look like they're prepared to prepare food. I'll help them. So
I
Peb's
probably
gonna
could
come
have
over.
done some cooking.
One sec, we need something specific.
Oh, there's also another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do we hear frogs?
No.
Okay. I assumed the shriekers would have eaten them all by now.
There are no frogs. Hold on. I need something specific. There we go. Yes, it is raining.
Huh.
There are some tree around. There are no frogs. They are too loud. With the light around right now, it's a bit hard to see, Nas, as you try to pull on this heavy rock. And this rock has weird texture on it. It's smooth but bumpy.
Mm.
It's got
All
little
right,
sharp
well,
bits.
Peb shows up to help.
What do you want to do?
But first, I'm going to investigate the rock
Okay.
to see if there's a better, for the purpose of seeing if there's a better way to lift it, and just to see what he's dealing with.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I roll an advantage on investigations,
Yep.
and then +3. So yeah,
Um, it's a rather large rock. There's probably a lot of stuff under it. As you put a hand on the rock, what you think is its like widest bit, you swear you feel the rock slightly slowly pulsating.
hold on, step back.
I let go and
Something isn't right.
I let go and step back.
Sam,
Yes.
something's afoot, and not the tasty kind.
What seems to be up?
This rock is not a rock. Do you know what it is?
Investigation?
Is it dangerous?
Hmm. Yeah, sure.
17 on investigation.
It's a bit more bumpy to. It's a bit big to be a rock. Or big to be a rock. Probably leaning on a small boulder. It's not round. It's a bit long. Only a small portion of it is actually peering out of the water. And you see a bit ahead. There's a few. There's another small rock just peeking out of the water.
I guess I will turn over to the new kobold. Can you please give me that stick I gave you earlier?
Uh, sure, and I'll hand a fire poke stick.
And I stick
is
it right.
reminiscent of some sort of scale of the texture.
I'm gonna go see if it's soft. I can put the pokey stick into it.
You want to stab it with the pokey stick.
That is correct.
All right, roll initiative.
Initiative.
Yep.
Oh no,
I think we all roll initiative.
that's a flat 7.
And
15.
dexterity +3. So 21.
1.
I'm rolling good today.
You really are. No wonder where your Wednesday luck went.
Yep. Well, you see, I
Alright,
even rolled bad in kobolds of Kitara too, so this is where all my luck is going this session.
Okay.
RNGesus feels sorry for Peb.
Add
Yes.
your initiatives to the tracker.
Okay.
I think it goes. What did you get, Nas?
15.
15? So I think it goes Peb, Nas, Sophie, Sam? What'd you get, Sam?
7.
7. Peb, Nas, Sophie, Sam.
Do we need to take pictures?
Yes.
It's a scout. What are you doing here?
No,
This-
I'm not welcome.
This is a no bunny zone. What are you doing?
I disappear in the thing.
No boiso.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm not allowed to be here. Okay.
Yeah, get it.
I disappear.
Do you?
It's a ghost.
Oh yeah. The transparent texture is not compatible with the cameras.
It's kind of fitting, though, ironically.
And I suppose Zoru needs a picture. We didn't roll a initiative for him, did we?
I don't have Zora's sheet. But I
And
suppose
Sophie
you
also
could.
needs a picture.
Yeah, Sophie also needs a picture.
I can make them all pictures.
Ooh. Check. Let me make sure the stream's okay. So I always fuck this up. I'm so sorry. I never have a smooth transition between combat and not combat because VR chat's like, ha! Fuck you! Okay, Peb,
Yep.
your umbrella is actually kind of useful.
Because I'm in the rain.
Yes.
Okay, now
We'll sing
where's...
in the rain.
I need my fire pokey stick back.
This feels a little bit small to be what this is. By the way, I want to mention these are large salmon. These are salmon
Oh.
that have been growing for a while.
Do you want me to go upstairs to get you a bigger one? Actually, I can spawn them in down here. What do you want that you saw that was too small?
Cap.
Somehow I'm expecting a baby
Boost trap?
dragon turtle.
Fuck yeah.
Wild animals.
This one.
This one.
Yeah, that's about right. I think that might be a bit too big, but yeah, it'll do, Scoob.
We're small, so
Fair enough. This is to scale to kobold, so scale to kobold. So take it with a salt of grain.
bam.
Bam. It's a water bear. Let me just emphasize this is water with my expert map making of all the map that I can much edit. Expert map design. Yeah. Oh, that's green. No.
How do you
Water!
make it apply? You have a button for that?
Yeah.
There's a button for that.
Expert water. As crocodile.
You know what though?
As crocodile.
Wait, it's rock. It's still a rock.
Oh, rock, rock.
Yes.
This is what y'all fighting. Rock,
We're all
Yes.
fighting rock.
rock.
It's a rockodile.
But yes, it is indeed a croc. As putting y'all in the water. Put you in the water. Put you in the water.
Yeah, seems about right.
Watch, we're gonna kill this thing and then we're gonna eat it.
That doesn't look balanced.
River rocks that we were flipping.
River rocks. Yeah, it's just like you stab it. It's like crocodile. No, dragon turtle.
Yes.
Wait, should I roll to hit the alligator first, or the crocodile, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good advantage send. Yes.
Advantage?
He's kind of sleeping now. It's kind of was there vibing.
He was vibing, so roll to hit with advantage. This is a
That
surprise.
is a 9 plus a. That's with strength for a simple, right?
Simple is
Unless it's finesse.
yeah, it's
strength.
strength.
Okay, and that's a 9.
Finesse and versatile is the dex one.
Yeah, then that's a 13.
13.
Really feel like I need to keep the umbrella out now.
Just lock it.
I'll say because it's a surprise. Technically, you miss. But because it is unguarded, I'm going to say do half damage as you pierce it in through the scale.
Right, that's a d6 plus strength, right?
D6 plus strength halved.
So that's a 6 half 3.
3 damage. Alright. Shut up. 3. Okay. As you stab into this creature, it just... You start to hear this hissing and a snarl as... Out rips from the water a large scaled beast. As it starts thrashing towards you as you stab into it, snarling and hissing. They don't really growl.
It is anger.
It Ingy. Who's on the next one? Initiative. Hold on, int tracker. Okay, Joe. Or Pep.
Spear.
Spear.
Uh, that's not a good roll.
Hold on, I need to quickly craft initiative. Beep boop beep beep boop beep beep. Peb. Nas. Soph.
It didn't happen.
Gator.
He saw nothing.
It's a gator.
You didn't see anything, did you? I didn't see anything.
Didn't see it, didn't happen. Wasn't it number one?
Yep.
Didn't see it, didn't happen. Alright.
I rolled a hit.
Hey Wes, could you do me a favor quickly? Oh, but yeah, now roll to hit.
What you want me to get?
And I don't know what I had to a spear.
Go to 1325. This one.
That one?
Yes. Thank you. I'll put that there for later.
I can still see it through the floor. This is ominous.
Oh,
We'll just put this here. It's a table mat. Oh yeah, you can see it still. Okay,
The floors do not exist.
Pep,
Yes.
you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm adding a spear to my inventory. So that I can see the maths I need to do.
You're unmuted in
You're
game.
muted.
Oh. Fixed.
No.
Okay.
Also very delayed.
Now fixed.
Okay.
Singing in the rain.
Hmm.
Oh, someone needs to roll
That's
for
neat.
Sora.
The normal AFK animation doesn't happen.
Okay. Sora actually managed to roll worse than you. Pip! What doing?
I attacked with spear and I rolled a 9 and I add a +3 to that.
Alright, now I want you to roll a d20 on top of that.
Okay.
So roll to hit, and then...
So the roll the hit was a 12.
That did not pierce. Your spear's holding him fine. You did pretty damn good.
Oh, yay.
If you do self, you say so.
Yes.
Okay, you stab it with your spear. It's not penetrating as you stab it. It's just too slick and smooth right now between the rain and everything. Wet stick in your hand. You don't know how to use it yet. As you stab it, and it just kind of glides up a bit and off.
Also, my spear doesn't exactly have a centered point.
It's also a knife.
Yeah.
It's a spear that does slashing damage.
Yep.
Nas,
alright.
you currently don't have a weapon.
I don't have a weapon. I
Sam
didn't
took
get
it.
my fire poking stick from Sam, so I'm gonna take it from Sam.
Sam, do you let them take it, or are you contesting?
I will not resist.
Okay, you take it from Sam.
Alright.
You,
So would that be my action or a bonus action?
we'll say since Sam is letting it happen, it's a free action.
Alright.
By the way, do note, I know you don't have your other stuff, but we will go off what we currently know of your subclass of what the channel divinity is.
Alright.
So feel free to apply that to someone if you wish to apply that to someone. I think it's an action, however, so.
It is an action.
So use your stuff wisely.
I also have my skill for other stuff.
we are working on NASA's subclass in the background. There's some stuff we haven't decided yet.
Like names.
Like names. That's literally it. We have the exact premise of what we want it to be. We just don't have the premise of what the fuck do we call it?
You call it good.
Good. Oath of good.
Yep.
Oath of the
Oath-
goober.
Oath of the
Oath of
kobold.
Oh, for the
Damn.
kobold.
I literally, for like half my character's descriptive things in the character creator, it just says kobold. Flaws is kobold.
Kobold.
Personality trait, kobold.
Kobold. Ideas, kobold.
You know, I just wanna-
Bonds.
Hair color,
kobold.
kobold colored.
Bonds, kobold.
Yeah, I did.
That's amazing. Okay. Feel free
Alright,
to do what it is.
Alright. Let's go. Raffle Smite.
Ooh, Wrathful Smite. So that's your bonus action, right?
Yep, that's my bonus action. I'm gonna attack with the fire poking stick.
Roll to hit.
That's going to be 15.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would my umbrella be considered 3/4 cover?
Visually.
Visually.
So it protects me from ranged attacks, probably. Because they might miss. Because I don't know where I am behind the umbrella.
We'll say yes, but it's a 1 use.
Yeah, once they put a hole through the umbrella, the jig is up.
Okay, so does a 15 hit?
Yes. 15 hits.
Yeah.
Roll damage, add your smitten.
Alright. And I added Divine Smite.
You're channeling some divine into this? Okay.
Yeah.
How many d6s is that?
So that's gonna be.
Does it need to make a save from Wrathful? Or is
It
Wrathful
does
damage?
need to make a. It does need to make a save from Raffle. There is a save for that.
Find me your Wrathful save.
What?
Does Wrathful need a slave? Save?
Yes, Wrathful needs a slave.
Raffle Smite does need a save.
Of?
13. Wisdom.
Wisdom? Fail.
Okay, so.
Why is there just a turtle?
Additionally, if the target is a creature, you must make a wisdom
Teenage
saving throw or be
Ninja
frightened until the spell ends. It's gonna be scared of me.
My
So,
turtle.
D6.
My tail.
Mine
D6,
turtle.
I need the
turtle.
D4. And what die do I need for Divine Smite?
D6.
D8.
D8?
It's D8 for
So
divine.
many dice.
Yes. So, 1. That's a plus. That's a plus 1, so 3 for that.
3. Okay.
Raffle is
3.
6
Oh,
psychic. 6 psychic damage.
Okay, so 9.
And Divine Smite.
18.
And it's
Dude,
frightened since it failed to
frightened,
save.
baby. Okay, 19 damage. Sweet.
I
Lord.
used up two spell slots, but it's worth it.
As it starts to hiss and snarl towards you, Nas, as you you batter down on it as this energy discharges into it. As this, what does your Wrathful Smite look like? What does your Divine look like? Describe it for us.
Okay, you see a purple and yellow glow on the weapon, and just bonk.
Okay.
And as it hits, the symbol of the kobold god appears.
Okay, as they strike down, the quick symbol of Curdlemock appears before it disappears.
Hmm.
As it burns into the creature. As the creature thrives and looks about, thrashing the water, splashing all around you. You're lucky you have an umbrella, Peb.
Who said I have it open? I'm too handy to spear.
Oh, you have it anyways.
Yes.
You don't know
Better
why
to have
people
it.
bring. You don't know what the use of this thing is. Why people even bring umbrellas? They say bring an umbrella outside. It's not really being that useful.
Do I even know what an umbrella is? I just know it's a funny thing I found.
Yeah, you know what an umbrella is.
Okay. I
you
suppose they
know
would
what
get
an
rain in
umbrella is?
Kitara.
Would they? They're above cloud level.
I thought that we were not just above, we were like in clouds, kind of.
You're at cloud level.
Okay.
You're like just above the cloud.
Then I guess there wouldn't be rain.
There wouldn't be rain in Kaitara. So no, you don't know what an umbrella is.
I want to know what the umbrella is.
You know what an umbrella is, yeah.
Yeah, I stole it from the house you were in.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
What happened?
It hasn't had a turn yet. Ah, shit.
The gator.
Yeah. Okay.
The gator's at the end of initiative?
Yeah. It is.
Did
The
it roll
gators.
that one?
You rolled a 2.
It rolled a 2.
Sounds valid for an ambush.
Yes.
Well, this is embarrassing. So, because it hasn't gone yet, Sophie gets assassinate. Alright. I need this. I need this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So it's basically a crit! 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32,
Can always rely on Sophie, apparently.
33! What the fuck? Rogues!
Hey,
Rogues!
at least, it
I
was
will
not-
kill her! I will do it! As
No.
Sophie jumps into the water and plunges their Yokwa in as the gator hisses its mouth open, she spikes it through the side of its jaw and it pops it, and you watch as the jaw at its hinge just slightly drops a bit and it starts drooping a little as she dislocates its jaw.
Oh. That almost disarms a gator.
You would think.
Almost, I said.
Yeah, you would think. It almost disarms a gator. Sam. Sam. West.
West.
Yes, I was eating burrito.
Ooh, what kind of
I love
burrito?
a
Where is the
burrito.
burrito from?
Burrito is from Burrito Brothers and Steak Burrito.
I
That's
thought you
a
were
good-
telling me it was from
That's
a
good.
burrito
I
van.
would have also accepted Fat Bastard Burrito.
I would have accepted burrito van.
I would accept it from.
I
home.
would only accept the one. I would only accept the one Wes just said there. What was it again? Steak or something?
Yeah, Steak Burrito.
Steak burrito from
Burrito Brothers.
Burrito Brothers. Only right answers are either One I Made, Burrito Brothers, or Fat Bastard Burrito.
Hmm.
Or Strange Burrito Van that shows up once a week on the next street over only on Tuesdays.
Yes.
At specifically 6 p.m.
Yeah. The burrito hour.
Burrito hour.
Wow, you guys are strange brands. My van is there every day.
Okay. Yeah.
I will.
Chim chimney.
Do I have any actual stabby weapons, or do I only have? I'm gonna try to jump on the back of its neck and stab it in the eye with a railroad spike.
Oh. Okay.
So is that an acrobatics?
I would almost argue athletics because it's thrashing.
Athletics, okay. Oh no, that's a 7.
Yeah.
I got on it?
Yeah?
Okay, and then I guess I'll roll to hit. And it is a natural 1. That is not good.
Okay.
Okay.
You go to stab it in the eye, but its head is just out of the way because Sophie just popped its jaw. So it just moves out of the way because Sophie pops it down, and you actually throw it. Do we have a fumble chart yet?
Not for this campaign.
We need a fumble chart. Hold on.
Oh no.
But is it going to be just for enemies or just fumble in general?
Wouldn't you like to know, Wither Boy?
Oh, okay. Of course, you say that to the guy with the umbrella.
Roll a d100 for me, Wes.
9.
9.
You know, from my angle, it looks like 90.
You need to make a Constitution saving throw, or is that 9 or 90? Hold on, which one goes away first?
That was 0-9.
It was 09, yeah.
All right, I believe you.
0-9.
Yeah, 0-9. Okay. You need to make a con saving throw DC 10, or else your speed is halved for the rest of this encounter.
Thanks, that's +5. So that's a 12.
Yeah. As you stab into it, its back arches up into you, and it actually winds you a bit. That will end your turn.
Okay, I'm still on its back.
Yeah, you're still on its back, but a fumble in this game, if you roll a nat 1, that ends your turn.
Okie dokie.
Something I'm stealing from another DM.
Okay.
Because it adds that bit of an extra uh-oh to the battle.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fair for this campaign, yeah.
It's fair for this campaign specifically. I wouldn't do it for the other campaign, but this one, yeah.
Yeah, for this one, you're trying to kill us without trying.
Honestly. As Zoru takes a single shot. Hey, Wes, wait, no, you don't fumble. You have to roll with advantage. Pack tactics.
Oh yeah.
I forget with it, we get pack tactics.
We do get packed.
Well, there's that, and then that's.
I could have rolled with advantage to hit.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then
well.
that's at 16
The
to
moment has
hit.
passed.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and then would it just be a D4 plus strength for the railroad spike?
Actually, hi Jack. Did you remember to roll with pack tactics advantage for Sophie?
No.
See if she gets a 20.
No, it was still 8. It was still 19.
Okay.
She rolled a fucking 19.
Because if you immediately rolled a 20 for her, I'm like, okay, have to do her damage calculation again.
It'd just be fuck.
But yeah,
Fuck,
so
you're
it's
a good
D6 plus strength.
assassinate!
This is a
Or
spike.
D4
I'd
plus strength.
say a D4.
D4, okay.
D4 plus strength. Is basically a dagger.
So 8.
8. Okay. You've managed to roll the exact same amount of damage. You have a +4 in strength? Wow.
Yeah, I'm 19 strength.
Jeez, you're fucking hunky.
I'm strong, smart, not very charismatic, and not very dexterous.
Now I'm wondering if we can make some gator hide armor sets out of this if we win.
Quite possibly I could.
So you stab into it. Zoru takes a shot. Straight into the water. Actually manages to hit a fish. Wrong equation, right?
Critical failure. Or
Task
would that be
fulfilled
called?
successfully.
Yes. That is the best way to put it.
Task failed successfully. As the arrow goes whizzing past, right into the water, right into a fish. And now it's its turn. You're on its back, Sam.
It's frightened against me.
It's frightened against you.
And I've just mildly annoyed it.
You know, I'm really confused why a giant crocodile or crocodiles, period, don't have, like, the most fucking dangerous thing a crocodile can do.
Death roll.
Yes.
You know you're the DM. You can homebrew whatever you
I
want.
know,
at
I
any
can.
time.
I just find it hilarious. I will homebrew it, and that's exactly what's happening right now, Sam. I'm just warning you.
Dexterity?
Dex save, yes. But the alligator
Oh no.
crocodile doesn't.
Oh no.
No. Doesn't. Oh my god.
Doesn't have
zero.
what?
Doesn't have a death roll.
Hi Jack, I think you need to roll to see if it lands on me. Because if it lands on me, kaboom.
Why don't we just roll a d6 in general?
Okay. 5 and 1. That's 2.
That's a 2. Alright.
Also, when
my
this
right
thing's
way.
death rolling, is it rolling in place death rolling? Because usually they only can do that in water when they're like floating swimming. And if it's in the shallow water we're all standing, its death roll would roll it to the side.
It is going to be rolling to the side, yeah. It's
Who's it
mostly
gonna roll over?
Sophie.
Oh no.
So Sophie needs to make a dex save.
Ah.
No.
Ha. Ha.
No.
Ha.
It happened, stream. It happened. Sophie
Uh,
rolled that one when it mattered.
she has the lucky feet.
She's gonna lucky that.
She never rolls bad.
That's hilarious. I would totally like, yes! She has 4 points of lucky. Fuck!
At this point, I'm 100% convinced that you are serious. That yeah, you do want Sophie to die. RNGesus is like no.
Honestly, it is. The rule with Sophie is she has the lucky feat, but it's for any time she would fail a save that it applies. Kind of like a legendary resistance,
Except it's not guaranteed.
but it's not guaranteed yet. So it does change her fate drastically from that natural 1 double damage to a 15 plus her obscene dex. Like, this child! She's 4!
Well, you see, small children are usually more dexterous.
Yep, Sophie jumps right out of the way. Or swims right out of the way? Gets
Hops.
right out of the way. Hobbles right out of the way. And Sam. Okay, let's look at the general damage of this creature and then we'll go off of that. So its bite uses a D10. Its bite uses a D10. Tail uses a D8. Why don't we use 3d6s for a death roll? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we add.
For future references, death roll should do double damage if you're grappled by its jaws. That sound like a good thing?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Good thing we broke its jaw.
Thing you broke its jaw. As it starts to death roll, Sam, you take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
14?
Yeah.
And we healed up after the level up,
Yes.
right?
You healed
Good.
after on level ups. As it's going to move 5, 10, 15 feet. Just pull it
It's-
over.
It's
Moves.
just trying to get away from me.
It's trying to get away from you, and it needs to make a save against fear.
Do we get an attack of opportunity as it gets away from us?
Ooh. Do we?
I'm gonna say no because it's using a death roll to get away. Unless you
Okay.
want to risk joining the roll.
Doesn't sound fun.
You can honestly take the attack of opportunity, but if you fail to hit
But you get
and fail more than
Oh.
3,
not worth it.
you will join the death roll.
It must
Yeah.
use its action to make the wisdom save.
Oh, it needs to use its action to make the wisdom save? Alright, then
Yes.
it's still frightened. It's a gator! What's it gonna do when it's scared? It's going to death roll!
Yep.
As you jam stuff into its eye, Sam, it just starts to roll around over you, leaving you there, because you weren't really grabbed on. And back up to the top of the initiative? Yeah. Peb.
I'm gonna run over and stab it again.
I like how
Run.
this is the, like,
Pack tactics.
yeah, pack tactics, yeah. 10, 15. No, you do. I don't. No pack tactics for this.
15?
No pack tactics for this one.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well, I don't know which one I rolled first.
See which one goes away first.
So either it's a miss or it's a 15. Would a 15 hit anyway?
Yep. 15
Yep.
hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Let me double check what that damage is.
You know, I find this game so funny. and fun.
1d6.
In our
plus
other game,
1.
we have actual battle music we use on occasions and hype music. In this game, there's no music. It's only sound effects.
This plus 1.
Why do you have such a big D6?
Because it's a big deal.
Big deal.
I hit something.
You hit something. Woo! Party!
For 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. Okay.
Or wait. Or
Yes.
wait.
Oh.
I'm double two-handing it, so that's actually a D8.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you also
I
need to
guess
roll. You also need to roll a D20.
Oh yeah, that's right. Big D20.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and with D8. So this plus 1. Oh, that's worse.
We'll go with the 6.
Okay. So 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage. Nice. As you
Alright.
stab it right back into that exact same pot Sam stabbed it, as it hisses and snarls. Its jaw lagging and sagging.
Go up.
Bleh.
I just have a terrible idea.
No, bad.
Yeet.
You see, what if I stab it with the umbrella and open the umbrella in the wound?
That'd be uncomfortable. Roll to hit. Pack tactics.
Pack tactics.
How effective that would be would entirely to be dependent
Plus
on if I
1.
could stab it all the way in.
You go and you batter it with the thing. Bludgeoning ain't really doing it, as it just guides right off those slick scales.
Ah!
Okay, it is now Sophie. Of course it is. Fuck.
Come on, Sophie. We're counting on you. You're our DPS. And it's sad because it's true.
I know, right? So fucking weird. Like, those are just.
It's hilarious and
Give me a-
awesome that Sophie nearly single-handedly carries us.
Give me a few levels. I'll be just as deadly.
She's got such little HP though.
Yeah, all it takes is some bad luck. But fortunately, she only has good luck.
Honestly, yeah. She's favored by RNGesus.
Yep.
Okay. Sophie moves in. She's goes in for that strike.
Is she flanking it?
Yeah, I guess pretty much. 19 plus. Yeah, that's.
19 plus yes.
Given that I just attacked it, would it be distracted?
Kinda. That hits anyway. Okay. You know, if that death roll hit Sophie, she would have died.
Yeah. I assume if that death roll hits almost any of us, we'll either be dead or be at
Close to
least, yeah, very close.
I'll be fine.
You want to bet?
No.
You see, the damage roll that it did before isn't as high as it could go. So that would have knocked me down. I really don't have that much health.
Rogues are. Oh, wow, rogues. Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. This is Sam.
So,
Sam.
okay.
Same.
I'm gonna run up to the back of the crocodile and try to stab it in the back of its neck right behind its eye.
Okay.
Going
hit.
for the ear hole?
Basically, its soft spot.
Roll to hit.
Ear hole.
Ear hole.
And back tactics.
Roll at advantage.
Wow.
Wow.
I have to catch all those little 20s.
You know what?
Absorb the luck.
How do you want to do this?
Running up to the back of the crocodile, I see a small hole right behind where its now bleeding eye is, and stick the railroad spike deep into it and pull down, trying to sever its head in two.
As you stab in through the ear, there's a little bit of restraint, and there's a small cracking feel as you crush into something, and it's hard to move. It's hard to move as you push your entire weight into it. You guys watch as the alligator crocodile thrashes against that hissing. I can't make crocodile sounds.
They just
How
make
many-
gurgly noises that are low pitch.
Gurgly noising, low gurgle,
And hisses.
Insert crocodile noise here.
Insert crocodile noise here. As you grab and you push upward to go, hopefully to sever the neck, you feel it split right through something soft. As the crocodile goes for a second and just sinks into the water. Effectively brain dead as you lobotomize it.
Yay.
Yay!
Food.
You guys now have the corpse of a giant crocodile.
And a bunch of fish, okay.
A bunch of fish.
We
You
will
can
no
use
longer
the
starve.
skin of this thing to probably make
It has skin and bones.
skin and bones.
And teeth.
And teeth, yeah.
And claws.
And claws, yeah.
Okay.
And these nuts.
It even has a
Hi,
tongue.
Kyla.
Okay.
Hi, Kyla.
They all say hi.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity to tell the stream. Last session, there's something that happened after the session. Me and Kyla got engaged.
Woo!
Whoa!
Woo, congratulations, Joe.
Yes.
Yes.
And now back to game.
Now back to game.
We have a crocodile corpse.
Back to nerd. Nerd shit.
Okay. I think our little hunting session is more than finished. We should bring this back.
Yeah.
How,
Hey,
how
Sam.
big is it? Yes.
I will say with that last nat 20 being hyper focused, stabbing into it, looking deeper towards the water, you see the bed. This lake is huge, I want to add. Like, it could classify as maybe a tiny ocean.
Okay.
There is It has a majority of kelp and seaweed coming off of it. But looking deeper into the water, there's something down there smooth and large. With this strange square and hexagonal different pieces all on it that has
How
this
far
kelp
down?
and seaweed. Maybe 40, 50 feet.
Would that be perception or investigation to see if I can try to piece together what it is?
Perception.
13 and 4, I think. Yes, that's a 17.
Whatever it is, it's huge.
And it doesn't look like rock.
Doesn't look directly like rock now.
Is it very shiny?
No, it's slick, but it looks tough.
Tough but interesting.
Well,
I'm gonna step out of the can't grab thing. Damn it, crocodile. There we go.
corpse.
Crocodile.
I'm
We
gonna
drag corpse.
There we are. I'm gonna step out of the water, helping to drag the crocodile carcass out.
I think we're all gonna have to do some strength checks to try to see if we can pull that corpse around.
Sure, roll strength for us.
That is an 11.
Do we get pack tactics advantage?
I'll say you get advantage, period.
Oh, that is now a
I needed
19
that
plus four.
advantage, but didn't help.
That's 23 for me.
You're lifting with your back, not your legs, Pat.
Dang.
I rolled an 8.
You're lifting with your thighs.
And I think I get a +1, so yeah, 4. What does Sophie get, and what does Zoru get?
Soru.
Watch, Sophie's gonna get a crit.
Sophie and Soru. Not many crits. Okay. Yeah, but she's still got fucking 18. She doesn't roll below 15. She doesn't.
Except when it's a 1 and she gets so lucky it.
Yeah, except when it's a 1 and it doesn't even fucking matter because she's basically got halfling luck. Secretly, this whole time, Sophie's just a full-grown halfling.
She wasn't even actually the daughter of that guy. She was just breaking in, and that was her cover story.
That was her cover story, and she's really committed to the role now.
No. She's a spy.
Oh. Anywho.
She was casing the joint. It was her plan to steal the purses all along.
That checks out.
That checks out.
That checks out.
Yep.
Yeah, she pulls it. She helps pull it out with you all, and after Sam, as you're kind of looking at the strange thing, Sophie points her Yillik spear down into the
Pointy.
water. Her pointy spear.
No, it's just pointy. It's her pointy.
Her pointy. She points her pointy down into the water towards that thing you're looking at, Sam.
I'll just say, waft.
She shrugs.
Okay, then once we get out of the water with the crocodilia, I'm gonna take off the bomb suit and try to swim down to that.
And this is how we lost Sam.
This is how Sam died.
This is how Sam dies.
Great, our physically strongest kobold, who we needed to carry the body back.
You do see, Sam, that whatever this large thing is at its highest point becomes that little center island of this large body of water, of which has that single tree, or that a few trees coming off of it, of which one of them was the lightning struck one.
Oh, how far out is that?
90 feet? 80 feet?
90 feet.
Yeah, 80 to 90 feet.
I'm gonna start trying to swim. I'm gonna give myself disadvantage because we're kobolds. And then that would be athletics, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah, athletics.
Okay. That is a no. That is a 6.
You haven't swam before. Don't know how to swim.
I try to and immediately start falling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll Constitution saving throw for me.
That is a 13.
13. Okay, that beats the save. You can hold your breath. So your air is equal to your. It is 1 minute plus a minute for every plus one of your con mod.
So 4 minutes.
You have plus 4 con.
You said 1 minute plus every plus one for every plus one times plus 1 minute times your con.
Yeah, you have a plus
Minutes.
4 in con.
I have a plus 3, so 3 plus 1 is 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. 4 minutes.
if I
You
could
can hold your
English.
breath for 4 minutes.
Okay. The issue is resurfacing
Easy.
because I can't swim. I'm
Well,
not gonna risk it for
you
the
can
biscuit.
you can crawl up the
You can
side
doggy
of the.
paddle. You can doggy
Yeah.
paddle. You can at least. You can't swim well. You're gonna swim slower. So it's going to take longer to get to it and get up, but you can at least you can surface at least.
Okay, then I'll try to swim down and see what it is.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Wait, investigation. I get an
Oof.
advantage. And plus 7, that is a 19.
19. Getting down to it, rubbing your hands and looking at it, it's got the texture that of turtle shell.
Would we know what a turtle shell is?
Yes.
Okay.
You eat out of turtle shell bowl.
Can I tell that there's a turtle there, or is it like an empty turtle shell, or is it?
That you can't tell. You see, the shell is huge. The shell is huge. And you actually see that it's buried a bit under some of the dirt.
I'm gonna try to pick it up. You know what? It never hurts. I fail.
You
Yeah,
don't-
I'm just gonna casually try to lift a building. Yeah.
I didn't roll a 20, so I automatically fail.
yeah. There is no hand grab. You try to grab one of these panels and pull on it, but yeah, it's stuck on.
Okay. Then I guess I'll start making my ascent back to the top.
You do also have
Okay.
explosives.
How far
I-
have we
My
gotten?
No,
explosives
you
up
left
here
that up.
because when explosives get wet, they don't tend to go boom very well.
Your explosives are magic.
I also put my explosives on the shore.
Yeah.
That's fair. You also put your explosives on the shore.
How far have we been able to drag this gator without him?
10 feet.
Not very far.
10 feet and
You pull it
4
onto
minutes.
shore. You might have to gut it out on shore. In the rain.
When I surface, I'll just let them know. There seems to be some sort of massive turtle down there that I'm gonna try to harvest. As I walk over to the armor, I'm gonna grab off the explosives off of the left leg and head back down.
Okay. You make your way back down.
Kaboom.
Kaboom. So you need to make a deck save.
And I don't have my protection, so it's based off how far, and it's a +0. That's a 9. That's a fail.
Roll damage on yourself.
This is D10, I think. Yeah, D10.
Roll. Oh no, I fucked up damage.
7.
7. Cool.
I'm almost dead.
Do you spout out anything as you take this damage?
last I checked, you should keep your mouth closed while you're underwater, so that you don't
Drown.
inhale water.
I know, but do you spout anything out of reaction to "ow, fuck, I blew up"?
No, this is like the third
Grunt.
time I've done it already.
All right.
No,
so it's
he's
a bit of a
used
win.
to it by
It's a bit
now.
of a, it's a bit of one. Do you want to make a con save with advantage?
Con with advantage, doot doot. That is a 16, or that's a 16 plus 5.
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
good.
21.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
You're used to blowing up.
At this point, I've done it too many times.
It does rocket you a bit back, and it leaves a small scorch mark.
Can I investigate to see if it's weakened it?
No, it hasn't.
Can I try to take the spike, the railroad spike, to see if I can try to carve anything out of it?
You can certainly try.
Alrighty then, that is not gonna work. That's an 18.
No. Yeah. You scratch it slightly, but the scratches you make can rub out, and you actually think you're hurting the metal spike more. Whatever this thing is, it's harder than metal.
Yeah, okay. Then I guess I will leave it alone, as it's not doing anything that I can do.
Nothing
usually.
productive.
We need to just move the gator into the cave and start preserving some of that meat.
What's an explosion? Pick your poison between
Chloroform.
Chloroform? Okay. I would have personally gone with cyanide.
Ah.
Intimidation, persuasion, pick one.
Persuasion or intimidation? It's -2 or a +0. I'll choose persuasion. That's a 9.
Okay. You all feel this very soft rumbling. Sam, as you get to the back to land, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Save already? I think that's a flat 16.
Constitution saving throw.
That's a 21.
21. How much health do you have?
6.
All right, great. Sam, you're walking, you're going, and you watch as you're heading back to the group. Sophie, Gutting. Everyone roll perception for me. I'm not just gonna have this be Sophie. Okay, but it is apparently Sophie.
Perception.
It's not. It's not.
I got a 9.
Yeah, Peb, this is a big gator.
Yep.
Its face is designed like an A, so it's obviously an alligator.
Oh, yes.
Sam, you watch as Sophie looks over at you wide-eyed as Sophie yells something out in common. You make out the word away.
I will turn around.
Okay? You turn around and you see this scalding jet of hot water coming for you. And fast. As you just get out of the way and as down raining on all of you is this hot water.
Dex saves.
No. By the time it hits you, it's warm but not warranting damage.
Oh, okay. Umbrella.
Yeah, umbrella.
Wow.
The umbrella blocks it. As Sam, you take
Oh no.
5 points of damage.
One less than lethal.
Less than lethal. It's supposed to be 15d6.
15d6.
It's supposed to be. But this
As
was
in
a warning.
1-5.
1/5d6.
As in a minimum of 15 damage, maximum of 30, 100 and... No, 630. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Average of 52.
Yeah.
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 It was supposed to be 12 damage, but you passed the save, so you took half. Or,
That's...
No. Wrong. Supposed to be 11 damage, you pass the save, take half.
Isn't it round up, though?
Do you really want it to be round up?
No, but isn't it round up?
Stop asking.
Stop asking questions.
I'm asking questions. Don't
Do you
question
want
it.
1 HP or no?
1 HP sounds nice.
Well, too bad, it's round up.
Damn it. Okay, well then I flop underneath the water and drown to death.
You know, you're on land. You guys watch as Sam flops down. As this jet of scalding water comes, as this hot rain comes out of nowhere, you look towards Sam. You look towards Sam after Sophie yells something, looking in a general direction. You see Sam laying on the ground.
What?
Looking.
Nas.
Time to let go of the gator and go save Sam, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over to Sam and I'm gonna use my lay on hands on him.
Lay on hands. Sam, you gasp back alive. What just hit you was extremely hot, and it barely grazed you.
That's hot.
Fuck it, let's give him all of it.
All right.
Kill for 15.
15? Alrighty.
As the water now from where the scalding jet came from is softly bubbling. A lot of water in a line towards there's a line of bubbling water all the way up to where you set off that bomb, pretty much.
I'm gonna very cautiously look back in the water and down at where the bomb was kablooey.
You see some of the dirt is now dispersed.
Has it become cloudy because of the dirt?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell Sam, stop making the lake angry. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's run.
Oh, you're shock on that. As I'll head back over and
Roll history, Sam.
history. That is a 4 plus a...
Roll with advantage because of your role inside of your society.
Right, that is a 5.
Oh, it's better. It's better.
And then plus 5, so it's a 10.
That sort of attack gives you some sort of reminiscent for some reason. What was your perception?
I rolled. Look out.
You just rolled for Sophie, didn't you?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't remember what I rolled for percent.
I think it was low.
Roll again.
I know I rolled a 1.
I think I rolled like 8 or 9. Okay. It doesn't matter. 4.
4. Yeah, that hurt. Sam, you know nothing, but
Oh,
but Sophie's like spouting. She's saying stuff in common. She's like flapping her arms back and forth, like it was.
Zoru's there. He can translate some.
Yeah, he can.
Also, I just checked my sheet. That nat 1 is actually a 0.
You don't know if you're looking at a kidney or an intestine.
Yeah, I just know the lake is angry.
You know the lake is angry. Zoru translate for all of you that Sophie is saying. Are you okay? It looked like you were shot at with something kind of like it was like it was a big thing, kind of like a dragon. Kind of it was a big spout, kind of like those like a thing that comes out of a dragon.
It was a big kobold.
She's just saying whatever that liquid blast looked like how a dragon sprays fire or something.
Okay, then I will go don on my bomb suit and start helping them drag the gator back.
Get her on double time.
Double time, yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna pretend like we didn't.
Our
do
lives depend on it.
You know whatever's in that lake, it's something draconic, at least.
It's angry.
You don't know if it might be angry. It's draconic, whatever it is.
I blew it up. It's angry.
Yeah.
Wait, can I do a history check on this?
Sure. Why not?
Well, you see, she may have overheard dwarves talking about legends of stuff outside.
Or I may just heard stuff for Shrine Maiden stuff.
Oh yeah, you're a shrine maiden. I forgot. Yeah, roll with advantage.
Boop. Boop.
Reroll something above a 10. With advantage.
It just goes up by 1 each time.
Hey Joe, can you leave the room?
Okay.
Okay, now roll. Now we do. This is a control. This is a test. And with advantage.
I have +1 to history.
That's hilarious. Okay. Wow. That's
Have we determined that there's a void of bad luck around me?
As soon as you left, they rolled a 14.
Oh no! What happens if we roll advantage on Beyond? I'm not counting. We're not counting that, but I want to see what happens if I roll advantage in Beyond.
You see, I'm nowhere near D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
I got 11 with my modifier.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay. So you start reminiscing of something you were taught as a shrine maiden known as the Draconic Elders. There is Thasbar, the skeletal dragon, also known as Thasbar the Lasting, as he became a Draco-Lich in order to extend his life longer than it was supposed to be. There is Zatu, the feathered, a large white and feathered dragon that is actually right below Kitara. There is Yabar, the Wet. unlike its other draconic brethren, this one is a sea-dwelling dragon, known as a dragon turtle. There is also Stoff, known as the land-dwelling dragon. It does not have wings and it does not swim. It burrows. He is known as Stoff the Land Dweller. And then there is one last one called Tira. Tira, the... one second. The Homekeeper. Stoff Landdweller would be considered a drake. A wingless drake. Just so you know. And
Okay.
Tira, the Homekeeper, is something you know is called a Zaratan. So there is Thasbar, the Lasting, a Dracolich. Zatu the Feathered, a feathered dragon, of whose current state, as the rest of the party knows, is sadly also skeletal. You don't really survive well when there are things out hunting you. Yabar the Wet, a dragon turtle. Stoff Land Dweller, a drake. Tira Homekeeper. Zaratan. These are all the ones you know. You know, on top of these, there are a total of 10 great elder dragons. Or elder draconians on this land. At least there used to be. These are the only ones you know.
Alright. So... Okay, so that doesn't tell me exactly which one, but it tells me that it's one of these beings.
Could be.
Alright. So that's what I'm gonna inform the rest of the group. That it's one of these beings. One of these great elder draconian.
Wait, did you really say it doesn't hint towards anyone? It is. Did that come from your mouth? Hold on.
Rewind.
Rewind. Did you just say that? Think about what you said. Did you really just say none of those descriptions of types of creature reveal any which one it could be? Are you sure?
Okay, the dragon turtle one.
It's like, what? It's like, that doesn't quite reveal which one it is. What? Yes.
Yeah.
They are also, in other names, known as, depending on who you ask, in Kitara you call them Yabar the Wet, but there is also another name, Yabar the Scolding.
Makes sense.
Yes, well, I'm not going to stick around to find out who it is, or if they're angry. We just need to get back to our cave.
He is
We-
also he's also known not as a title, but his name basically means Rainbringer. In Draconic, his name means Rainbringer.
Okay.
Okay, what are we doing?
Uh, say I keep telling everyone to hurry. Let's drag this back. We have food, and the rest of the party needs it, or the rest of the kinship.
As you drag this all the way back up to the area, you bring it into the open hall back to your now a little bit wider hideout, big enough to actually fit the thing, but just enough to fit the thing because it was like, oh, we need a bigger house. Okay, this is really spacious now. Good job. You bring in this thing.
Oh, we
Then-
can have it sit outside.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, I specifically requested the entrance to our hideout be only big enough for kobolds. So
yeah, we'll say it is.
so the gator would be just brought up to the entrance, and we'd just
Yep.
bring it in piece at a time.
And I'm gonna need all of you to roll a Constitution saving throw against disease.
I thought kobolds were good against that.
Not
I'm immune to
food-based-
disease.
Not food-based disease.
I thought it was very specifically food-based disease.
It's not. No. I'm saying this isn't for food-based disease.
Okay.
You guys, it's very specifically food-based disease. No, this is seeing if you guys catch a cold because you're soaking wet and cold.
Yep.
Oh, I have.
I'm
Okay.
immune to
Oh.
diseases.
Immune to disease. You both
What-
are resistant
Constitution?
to cold. Constitution. So I'll say roll at advantage.
Saving throw?
Saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Or
that's
plus
okay.
2.
Yeah.
So that
Sophie's
is a 18.
18.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 9.
We'll say that Peb is going to wake up with even more sniffles.
I'll also probably be clean because this blood wasn't that on me that long.
Yeah,
Before
you guys
rain.
are completely cleaned off. Any wetness is now moisted. I'm not even going to try English right now. My brain ain't. Yeah, as you guys make it back to your hideout, you just killed Crocodile Grundy.
Okay, I say we all start.
So you start to harvest it for material.
Mm-hmm. And maybe cook food.
And cook food. You definitely will cook. What are you guys eating for the day? Might I ask for everyone?
I think we're probably going to eat the stuff that's most readily available to eat, and
The
food
crawfish
edible
can
portions?
probably live longer because it's alive.
I think we would just eat the crawfish whole.
Yeah. But it'll last longer. Yeah. Okay. You guys get your meal. It would be 2 salmons per person. You have, I think, like 12 salmons.
One pleco.
12 salmons, 1 pleco.
I thought there was a half of one in there still. Actually, we forgot that, didn't we?
12 and a half salmons, 1 pleco.
I think we left it. We never we put it up for bait and we never said we got it, so that means
Do you
we
want
left
to go
it.
back to get it?
No.
No? Does anyone want to go back to get it?
The gator is enough of a reward because we can eat its meat and harvest its hard hide. I think we're all gonna, nearly all of us can
You guys
have at
feel the
least some
ground
piece
softly
of.
rumble again. Then
Oh no!
a minute after that, rumble again.
Check outside.
Everything's normal outside. Do you want to go grab that half a fish? Yes.
Sam, do you want to grab the half a fish? Nas, do you want to grab half the fish?
Can I just go
Sophie,
back
do you
to
want to
the
grab
fish?
half the fish? And then Zoru, that's the only people left who would know where to find it.
I will go for the fish. Every piece of food matters.
Heading back to
No,
get the half the fish.
you're-
Ow.
I won't let Sam because he needs to rest.
What
He
now?
has.
Then that's a contesting strength to keep me back.
Okay, I will resist.
Oh, That is a
Uh-huh.
7.
Yeah, this is 7 too.
Roll again.
Yeah,
But I rolled the higher base number.
It actually
that's a
usually.
dirty 20.
Oof.
Yeah, no, you don't hold back, Sam. Usually it goes higher stat, but yeah, I just let reroll. Okay, yeah, you don't hold back, Sam. And Nas, you said you were going.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Sam
Peb.
because I don't trust him to be alone right
I'm
now.
gonna
Because he
stay in
has
the
security.
hole and make sure and wait for Sus to get back if he hasn't gotten back yet. And we're gonna focus on getting harvestable portions of alligator hide.
Sus is back and he's started helping.
Good.
He brings you.
I assume it's going to take us many hours to
Sus has actually brought
cut
back
this thing up into
from his
pieces.
small hunt a weave basket
Oh, sweet.
filled
How
with
big is this basket? Can it fit a kobold?
it. No, it's designed for a dwarf.
Dwarves are bigger than kobolds.
I know, but it's you could sit in it like a chair.
Sweet, we have a throne.
Got throw. Heading back to the lotion, Lake Ocean,
The Lake Ocean.
the lotion.
Yes, the lotion, yes.
Heading back to the lotion. You see the water is completely disturbed and muddied. Like it's from slightly disturbed, it's completely disturbed, and there's a huge cloud of dirt now, like all around, and the half a fish is
The
gone.
water's too murky.
Yeah, the water's completely murky now, and the half of a fish is gone. And you actually see where the fish was. There's a gouge out of the land, or a small gouge.
Can I make an investigation check to see what could have gouged the land out for the fish? Wait, it's yeah. Wait,
Roll nature.
nature? Oh, never mind. Investigation. Oh, actually, I do get advantage for nature as well. That is a +5. That is a 22.
Some beaked sort of creature, maybe with a scoop, like with like a down peering beak. Maybe a snapping turtle, but like big snapping turtle, like really big snapping turtle.
Okay.
Maybe like a dragon-sized big snapping turtle.
Maybe not that big. Maybe the size of the alligator size snapping turtle? If that is the full beak and not just like the tip of the beak.
Well, I guess with no fish, there's nothing to be out here for.
Alright, y'all head back. And as we get back and start gutting and cleaning an alligator
And trying to bring it in piece by piece into the den
and as
as much as we can.
as blood feeds into the water supply of the dwarves,
Oh yes, of course.
as it cleans out into the stream, of which goes into the dwarf water supply.
Yes.
Someone is going to have red hair pretty soon, or a very no, they're dwarves. They wouldn't get a stomach cake. That is where we're going to actually end today. Nice progress. You got food.
Yeah, and a decent amount too. It's a large crocodile.
It really
Alligator.
is. I'll say for the group,
I'd say that's enough alligator hide. You could easily clothe nearly all of us in alligator hide
definitely.
armor.
Definitely. 8 days worth of food before it spoils.
Okay, that gives us time to focus on other things.
We should also try to preserve some of that food as well.
If you preserve it, then it is going to be 11 to 12 days worth of food. Yeah, yeah. 11 to 12
Okay.
days of food total.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any way that we could possibly fit the alligator skull into our little hideout. I am 99% sure we could not.
If you take it in two parts.
Yeah, but then that ruins it.
Its jaw is already unhinged.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the upper half of the skull. I think that's going to be big enough.
Can you turn it sideways so that it's
Kind of like a couch.
yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't know. But I'm just thinking, ooh, alligator shield. Alligator skull shield.
You could probably make a tower shield with a part of its jaw. But yeah.
Yes.
Until next time, guys. I don't have my screen. Hold on. Till next time.
Everybody, everyone, under the umbrella.
Under the umbrella. Under the umbrella. Come, give him. Good night.
No room for exam.